navigate through the chaos side by side. The spinner's venom, boomer's power, will conquer the rumble mile by mile. It's a really big tournament, let the battle rage. We're the survivors left for dead. We'll fight till the end, we won't be wiped. Yeah, yeah.
Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, and todos en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today I'm going to be running with none other than Nine and we are live now. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get right into it here. RG4Life on the SI side up against Lobscurite on the Survivors. Charge, Smoker immediately landing. Hunter a little bit late to the party. Quad Boom will land as well, slow him down quite a bit. And this is actually pretty important slowdown here because they still got about 20% before they can bring a tank in. This might allow them, I mean, this almost certainly is going to allow them to get another hit in here as we are on normal Parish.
Yep, that's going to be the map for BloodFest, and this has been pretty a theme for BloodFest now. The same map for everybody each week, so everybody gets to practice all week. Not the map veto like has been a pretty staple in the community for a while, but the Charger will go in, will land. The pre-spit was just to delay the run back. The jockey comes in a little late to cover. The tank will get to high ground, and RG4Life putting some pressure on Lobscurite. 2 hits, almost down 14% already. Very impressive so far here in the playoffs for them.
Yeah, there was no chance to get the tank in there, so I would prefer to see the spit stack on the Charger. But regardless, it is plenty of damage coming out. They do get, 50 points, 100 points of chips. Smoker's ready, but Nick is more ready. Hunter hopping through. Boom finds one. Oh, the stumble on the Hunter. He's trying to hop across. Hopefully that bought enough time. Yeah, Smoker is actually not going to die. He's 155 HP left. Does he just want to chill with it? What's the play? Yeah, going to go ahead and sack that as Higher is going to be the first tank here in our match. Set up on top and probably just going to wait to get some favorable SIs and send it in.
I do believe so. His teammates will be skying this for that much and Darkman's. And then why don't you take away Lobscurite real quick and then take this tank for us?
Of course, for Lobscurite, we got Proud, Han, Dustburn, one of the new joiners, and even newer is Learning, which I'm sure is surprising. It's surprising to me, at least. Jockey is going to land on 2, Learning himself, though, as he is completely separated from the rest of the squad. I don't know if that was a miscommunication. That felt a little bit awkward. He even popped his pills. There goes all of the DB. Kind of a questionable start here for Lobscurite. Massive first hit into this crazy tank. Still got 1.8k HP. Awkward Rock is going to be able to connect back onto Coach. 1, 2. Okay, where's the damage? 1200 left. He's just, whoa. Getting a little bit too fancy with it. Not going to be able to get another smack, but still plenty of damage coming out. The pickup is going to come out, of course, as well. 47.7%, not a bad start for RG4Life at all.
No, it was definitely very good and all. That's a 40% damage value. Very well, but I would have loved to see that tank just push the other 3 when they had that other survivor cornered there, or else decommit immediately. He lost so much health to that, but they do get a little bit better value than average. They knock him down 300 points even for Lobscurite. And one thing to note is they did add Learning to the roster, so they do Dustburn and now Learning together is putting a little bit of strength in Lobscurite's roster here coming up in the community. Now let's see how well they can do with the alley choke point coming up. Hunter up in front, Smoker up in front, and we are going to have a jockey with the spitter since that boomer died at the end of that tank's life.
Yeah, okay, but Learning on paper is going to boost the power level of his team, but I feel like Lobscurite, they've gotten to know each other really well, and sometimes Learning does go a little bit hero mode. It certainly felt like he got cut out that time, cost his team about 40% of DB as well. We'll see how he recovers as we continue on. It's going to be Coach Dustburn leading the way with the shotgun. Learning on the second position, shotgun ready to clear. Actually, he's going to go for that Hunsky first, not going to find it. And the Smoker going to be able to find a little bit, but, as a whole, Lobscurite do a great job at diffusing the situation.
Yeah, it looks like they might be really close to making it in here, Lobscurite. I don't know if they'll get another hit, but for those asking in chat, is the jump rock or the haymaker or the punch rock at the same time does not work on zone mod. It is patched out. The only way you can do a jump rock is if you time your rock at the same time you fall off a roof. You could do a fall rock, which is, I believe, 2 frames perfect. No, you have 2 frames to hit it. If you're on an infected ladder, you'll get an extra frame, so you have 3 frames on a ladder. But if you fail the drop rock, no, you know you're going to lose about, if on a good team, probably about 20% of your life, if not more, if you fail it. So there is a risk on doing so.
Definitely, it's a power move for sure. And I gotta say, while the spotlight is still here on learning, he did do 30% of the SI damage on his team. He did a third of the kills of all SIs on his team as well. So definitely, as far as the stats go, doing his team well, can definitely expect to see high scores from learning, I'm sure, as we progress. We'll keep an eye on that, but in the meantime, Smoker, Charger, Hunter, and a Boomer. And actually, Lobscurite has held the trigger for a long time. Hunter is now alone, disengaging. Charger comes out for a smack. Boom dies. Kind of an awkward first hit for Lobscurite.
Yeah, actually, that was very awkward. I didn't even know where to keep my camera. Everything was spawning a little erratic to what I was used to.
Yeah.
They'll get 2 point and change from it, but definitely RG4Life is gonna go into this tank much more healthier. They don't even have to take a second hit. That's how long it went for the other side. But Proud's gonna have the tank for his team now, and he's probably get to the high ground. And let's see how aggressive RG4Life's gonna push the tank. Looks like they're just gonna yield it maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the hit's up, right? Boom is now up, so they are going to play it. Wow.
What a boomer.
Dude, take it away.
The boomer comes in. Oh, the charger lands. He doesn't have him to the car, though. He throws a rock. I think he's going to try to oh, he gets, just 1 punch. Oh, a double. I don't know what coach is doing. The coach gives him a corner for free. They are not shooting this tank enough at all whatsoever. They need to get a pickup while he gets to the rooftop. And RG might be able to salvage this, but coach, very questionable call there, now. I know you want to get the melees, but this is zone mod. It's not vanilla versus. You can't do that.
Right.
Oh, and he goes in again.
Yeah.
Oh, the hunter lands. Oh, he gets a punch. They do clear the hunter, though. He doesn't go on to Ellis. He switches over to Nick. Ellis would have been damage bonus, so I think this is a misplay, but Proud knows what he's doing. He's getting so many hits with 1,000. I mean, he had 111 health now for like 3 punches.
3 punches. Yeah, Higher left him to go deal with the Smoker. Little did he know that was 1 meat shot left on the tank for sure, and that guy was dead. RG4Life doing their best to throw that round, but they will be able to recover from the looks of it. They walk into a double boom to start the engagement. Coach walks on the other side, trapping himself on the other end. Lots of questionable things happening. We'll see if they'll be able to maybe reverse the curse here, as they are walking into a pretty high profile choke point. In it goes. Our jockey does land with the charger, with the spitter, and that Rochelle is carrying all of the HP, and she won't be carrying it for much longer as the commons swarm her, and she goes down. 0% HP remaining for RG4Life. They had a pretty resoundingly positive SI side, I felt, but the wheels have completely fallen off for RG4Life on the survivor side. Particularly, they just couldn't keep the steam going. I mean, they had a good first hit, but everything past that, a little bit questionable. Desperation mode on the final hit. Smoker onto Nick. Double boom. Car alarm. Charger drops in. Does find out on the side. Smoker comes in at the same time. Spit onto Ellis. And there goes all but 1.2% of the remaining bonus.
They might actually give him that 8 points. I don't know. No, it won't. It's going to round down. I think that's wrong there, but, they should get the 8.
Oh, robbed. What's that all about? Greedy director.
Yeah, I don't know. It's over 1% though, so they should get it. You know what, no?
Yeah.
You know what I bet it's in? Because this map has been reduced to 300 distance, I bet you it doesn't even recognize it. That's probably exactly what happened.
Wow.
And that's unfortunate for them. I don't know if it'll come down to 8
Yeah.
points and all, but if it does, we'll
If
be like,
it
that's where it
does.
happened.
That's wild. Okay, that is the way it plays out sometimes. Learning new things about Zomod every day, it would seem. Gonna have 2 ready ups for Lobscurite. They're gonna be starting off on the Survivor side. First half looked a little bit rusty for them, but they did manage to get it together for the second half of Chapter 1. The question is, will they be able to keep the ball rolling as we go into Chapter 2 with a 60% tank?
Yeah, 16%. This is around, I believe, 58, if I remember correctly. It's been so long. I think 58's where the tank spawns, so I think that's going to be right when they go on the other side. I could be wrong, though. I'm so used to it. We're so used to like casting custom maps that when the vanilla ones come in here, I forget all the percentages again.
When you say, are you talking about leaving the Ceta van?
Yes. I think
I
I
think
thought it
it's
was
a
50.
little bit deep. I think it's towards the corner.
Yeah.
Like after they turn that corner and go down that long way, I think it's around there. I could be completely wrong. That's how I'm visualizing it. We are gonna have a 2-2 Hunter Jockey. I was a little bit worried that Lobscurite was just gonna roll it in with those shotguns, but they do back it up. Clear out some commons. Just try to bait out something early. Easily intoing away the jockey. Hunter, just going to be a hunt spit is the goal here for RG4Life. They're not going to get in. Hunter gets stuck in the doorway. They do sack into a quad on this. I almost felt like they... Okay, yeah, I guess wide open area. I guess might as well do it.
Clean. That is about as clean as
Yeah.
you get. No, already at Fat Girthy 100 after 1. See if they can hold that after 2, though. This might be a little bit more challenging. Looks like they want to go quick. Smoker wants to go now. He's looking for a spawn on the back. Charger's up ahead. Don't look like they can find it. The 100 pre-spawns in the back. This is interesting. They're going to go for a quad. Oh, that Charger is really far away, though. I don't know if this is the spot to go for. They call the go-go, but the Charger can't do anything. Oh, he finds a spawn. Oh, he lands the Charger. Oh, it's a rolling tri-cap. Oh, the Smoker just missed. They actually almost land that, and he'll get plus 10% from that. Wow, no, they actually rushed way too far. There was a lot of commons involved in that quad attempt. That was very risky from Lobscurite.
Yeah, and they paid the price as well. It's basically as if 6% hits happened. So they definitely recovered from that early loss. And actually, I just felt like they got too antsy with it. That jockey just like sending it when, yeah, Lobscurite wins that 1v1. I get the idea though, but great recovery here from RG4Life. They needed to get some damage in, and they do manage to do so. Dustburn is still here at 99 HP, but the rest of them are dropping quite a bit. 69, 75, 89. Here comes the final hit, but look at that. For that much is not ready. They do slow it down though. The Hunter spawns in, and they slow it down.
He's getting shot in the leg.
Somebody's got to turn off the alarm.
Oh, they're really just chilling here. No matter what, they're going to get hit here, though, before tank. So they just want to make sure they try to take this in the best terms. Because if you stop, the commons will stop for a little bit, as we see here. All right, here comes the hit. Hunter up front. Charger rockets in. The Charger. Oh, yo! He does miss, but he almost catches the guy by mistake. And not much comes from that, though. No, they're going to go into this tank with about 85% of the bonus. And there it is, into the hands of For That Much.
Just exactly 5% per hit is going to be the average for RG4Life. So, you know, definitely not a complete blowout by Lobscurite to get to this point, but that was a pretty major choke point as well. So, got away the factors, beautiful skeet. I love the way that they lasered down the Charger before even dealing with the Smoker. The Smoker did get a tick or two in as a result, but they managed to get rid of the charge. Let's focus on the matter at hand, though, which of course is this tank. He's lost 400 HP, but he's not lost any frustration. He is heavily trading in his life in favor of keeping up frustration. We'll see if that comes back to bite him, because as it stands, you know, if he can't get any damage going, this is going to be a long road to get to Lobscurite, which means a lot of free chip. It looks like the full engage going to come out. 4,400. This is danger mode, but what he's going to try to do is push Lobscurite into the corner and then get a full engage, maybe a multi-charge, maybe a tri-cap, multi-cap. That's the goal. He's going to go ahead and sacrifice all of his HP for this moment, aiming for double hits maybe, but the body block comes out of Ellis. The smack does lead into the jockey. No, the jockey gets M2'd away. Then the hunter is just completely pretty much useless. He enables him to get another smack, but that is it. And that tank didn't look convincing to me at all.
No, they did a really good job in the Survivor side on shutting that down. That was so close to a 2-cap in the back, but the other Survivor won the 1v1. The Hunter actually caught that guy who got punched in midair. If it would have been a 2-cap in the back, it would have been dangerous, but 700 bonus remained. Lobscurite looking good. Couple 100 points lead in the start. Charger. Oh, he's surfing on the heads of Han. That's not a surfboard, but Han said it had other plans. That Charger was on there for about a whole second now before it died.
Yeah, he's definitely vibing out. And Lobscurite is going to take this as a perfect cue to keep it stepping. Go ahead and go press the event button. There is a smoker alive. The spawns are actually going to come up right about now. Yeah, Han's approached way too aggressively. Team's going to try to clear, but the jockey's going to take it. And moving in the shroud of all those comments, Hunter's ready to cover. Misplay from Lobscurite, not factoring in that smoker can play a hero move like that. Oh my god, they do manage to chip level the Charger, which does neuter the rest of the hit here, but still, they get Han down. They gotta go press the button here, and there's still gonna be lingering comments.
Oh, they can't get it up. No, this is big. If they can't get up, they might have enough time to kill Han. Now it looks like they're gonna be able to get it. Oh, they're so lucky. The Boomer's gonna go in. Smoker couldn't do nothing though. Smoker gets a pull. It's separated. Ellis. Okay, they can clear pretty quickly. No, they can't. Oh, this damage is piling up so much. The spit covers. Ellis finally gets cleared. Nick swimming in the spit. They lost all of their permanent health. They've thrown so much away here due to the one survivor causing the big separation now. It was all Ellis.
That was huge. Absolutely huge. And that is the second time that Learning has gotten split off from the team. Han has done it as well. That seems to be the biggest drawback here for this Survivor squad. Because the thing is, they're winning their hits. You know, they don't necessarily need to play this fast and loose. They are winning their engagements, but now they're a little bit flustered. Will they be able to seal the deal? Still, I mean, that hit looked like a joke out of RG4Life. You know, Lobscurite still managed to get it together. I just think they need to stop playing fancy and just need to play fundamentals, keep it locked in.
Think they're going to be able to send... No, I think they might be in. Yeah, they're in. They're not going to be able to get there. Maybe Hunter gets there in time. No, they're good. All right, so they do manage to salvage 242 bonus out of, what, the 70% they had after the tank was dead and all? Something like that? Wow, so they lost about 40% from Learning being separated all the way up there. That is what it led to. Such a catastrophe for Lobscurite. But no, they do still have 1,000 point lead at this moment, even though the other side didn't go. And all that RG4Life would need is a 500 bonus, and we're going to go even into Chapter 3.
You know what the crazy part is about that smoker is I think that was the same smoker that got both Han incapped and also pulled down Learning and caused that whole catastrophe. That one smoker that was chilling on 133 HP the entire time through that area put in so much work. And yeah, that was the saving grace. I didn't see who it was, but that was the saving grace of RG4Life in this chapter. The question is, I mean, their Chapter 1 Survivor looked pretty shaky. So they do need to get a pretty big improvement here. Gonna have a Hunter Jockey 2-2. Boomer is positioned around the van, ready to go for an arc boom onto maybe these two survivors right here. On the other end, they're trying to bait it out. They do hunt it down, but one boom lands before it can get cleared. Hunter, skeeted midair. Spitter also going to get cleared as well. 2% on the hit. Not quite zero like it was for RG4Life, but not a whole lot more either.
Indeed it is, and they're going to push out very, very quickly. And also for those in chat want to know how the tank spawns, also what you can do is I'll show everybody when you're in game. If you use type _tank, it'll show you this information there. As you can see, it says learning will become the tank at 60% of the way through the map, and it'll even let you know what they're at a 20%, 27% current. And they're going to go for a pull forward. Charger cannot cover it. Jockey and Smoker tried to combo on for that much. Doesn't work out, but still damage sneaking through there. I think it was all just M2s now. Did anything even land except for the pull forward?
Not really, not really. RG4Life turning it this match on its head. And a quick note for any new viewers, in addition to being able to type exclamation mark tank, I mean, you do just have this beautiful HUD on the side. You can, like, at the bottom it's going to show you the tank percentage. There's plenty of information here to be seen. Of course, it is a little bit complex if you don't know HB or DB. We can get into that at a different time, though. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Spitter. Huge hit, but they send it so early and aggressively, and they land a Hunt Spit, which is pretty good. It dips them below 90%, but this is actually RG4Life winning as far as progression through year goes. They took about 4 to 5% less than Lobscurite did.
And they're just backing up.
And look at,
This is dangerous, though, now. I like this call to go back here, but there's only one problem with this, and the tank can use this to his advantage, and it's a dangerous call. He's going to push them, and they'll run forward. And if he's able to get onto the rooftop with, say, half his health, the commons are going to respawn up ahead by at least 30 or 40% strength. So he can commit with natural commons, but he's going to have to sacrifice. See, there's a percentage threat now. 2.2, 0.6. They're so dangerously close to starting the commons again. No, they can't really go up anymore. And they did it. So now there's 12% commons nonstop. This is going to be like Dead Center Finale, where that one common always comes in every once in a while. And they have no choice. They're just going to be nonstop now. And then now the question is, are they just going to hit and try to get damage? Because Learning does not have to go in right now. He could just play this long, but the Boomer gets popped, and all. I think they're just going to commit it. I don't know if they're going to be able to sneak rocks in that little thin alley strip between that and the fence. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, tense here.
It definitely is.
All because for that much, walked a little bit too far, maybe going for a melee. I think he's going for that scimitar. Regardless, though, here he goes on the tightrope.
Oh, it's risky. RG4Life. They did not do a good job on chipping him down, no, but they're going to clear the SI. The tank's alone, but he's getting doubles. That's a third punch then. Fourth punch. There's commons now. That's the in cap, and he gets, that's way too much health to decommit with. They did not focus this tank at all. He's going to rain rocks. That's a free rock. Nothing you can do about it. And this is going to be disastrous for RG4Life. They need to make something happen now. That's going to be another rock. He's going to miss. Smoker gets a pull. Hunter's still alive. Now there's a jockey up. He can recommit with a tri-cap at 1700 HP. There goes the rock. It gets skeeted. Commons are now jumping the fence, getting into their face. They're going to try the pickup. Learning's probably going to commit here with everybody. He throws a rock. He lands the rock. He drops it. He gets a double punch. The Hunter lands. There goes another in cap. He decommits again. Recommits again. Decommits again. And he has 241 health. He lands another rock and gets an in cap. Only 2 survivors up. One's green, one's yellow. Pills are being popped. Boomer comes. Oh, he gets a triple boom. That rock is not going to land. And it looks like he might get one more hit. He's going to try throwing a rock. He will miss it. Maybe he drops in to try to get one more hit, but this tank looks like he will finally be exhausted. Charger does not land. Rock misses. This is why you don't throw E-rocks on top of roofs. You definitely want to throw an R-Rock. Here it goes. He learned his lesson. He doesn't get it, though. 18 HP. He's barely holding on. The survivors are up, though, and he does finally die. And RG4Life will survive with a slim chance of still winning the round by about 40.
Interesting. Yeah.
They didn't shoot him enough. They didn't shoot him enough.
They're right. Yeah, that's the major. Like, you wrap him around that area. That's a good idea, but if you don't shoot the tank, that's why the SI sent that early as well, to be able to secure the tank with that much damage. They knew that once he can close the gap, he can just naturally do the rest of the work. And then a perfect disengage spot is literally right there. I'm surprised it wasn't the full white, to be honest with you. The fact that RG4Life has recovered somewhat and has the potential of maybe even getting like 100 or so bonus into the safe room, I would say that's a huge accomplishment for RG4Life. It doesn't really help them out much as far as the gap, but Let's see. Sitting the hit in. Hunter gonna get cleared. Charger gets lasered down. Smoker Pull is annoying, but they will be able to get out of the spit as well. 202 bonus left. And yeah, they are gonna be able to keep pressing forward.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job on shutting those 2 hits down now, but I hate to call it like it was there. There was, I think, 31 damage in friendly fire as they walked in there. A bonus? Not 31 damage, just bonus that came off. Probably a little bit less than that, but yeah, there was some blasting going on between each other. But there's going to be the tri-cap with the boom. Last hit. Not going to have a charger, not going to have a spitter. 176 bonus is what they have. There's still a couple comments coming in. Nobody's shooting them. Okay, the shotgun is. There goes the pole. Hunter cannot cover but lands on the shotgun. Oh, he kills him! He lose higher, so this is going to deficit the bonus down to only 120 and change. Looks like 127 will be it. Yes, it will be, and they're not even going to break 1,000. Only 925.
Okay. Not the end of the world for RG4Life. This is doable, certainly, but it's a heartbreaker. That tank fight was a heartbreaker. I'm just amazed that they're able to get 3 players into the safe room and the 4th one 1 point off. Good enough. They even got a little bit of bonus, so take that as a win. Just like you said, Higher had 15 points of friendly fire, and that was less than half of the friendly fire dealt by the team. So a lot of friendly fire going out as a whole between the members of RG4Life there. And we are going to have a 75% tank, which is going to be an interesting one. I want to say that's where they climb up the ladder, and they got a tank fight there with the broken car, the totaled car.
Yeah, I think they'll get up safe. Yeah, I think like 72 is before they can get up. That one's dangerous.
Okay, yeah.
That's where you almost have to fight it down there anyways, and not good things happen with all those cars. But not only is it difficult to have to worry about the cars, but it's also hard to get them in a good spot as the tank. It's not just a gimme, you know what I mean? You got to work it in a little bit, but we won't have to worry about that here. We'll definitely be at the top for sure now, and I don't know. I think RG4Life need to get a wipe here. They're running out of time.
Okay, landing the double cap on the front line with the charger, blocking with the melee smack, and they get 15%, even over 15% with comments surrounding Learning. As Learning once again gets separated from the team, takes 50 health. He takes over half of his HP in the first hit of the round. And yeah, when you're eyeing down a 75% tank, got a player almost slow already, that is not particularly an exciting prospect here.
I would see what this charger is going to do. No, this is one of my favorite chargers to ever happen this game. If you can get all the survivors under the awning here and rocket and strafe jump that charger in the little gap at the end of the fence when they're all lined up is one of the most sexiest things I can ever see. And you can make that pull off with the charger, but it looks like they're going to do something else different. The charger has a plan to come from the inside, maybe come from the back. Spitter is just waiting for the opportunity from the top. Here comes the jockey. The jockey does the strafe I was talking about, but not great. That charger is going to be melted. I would love to see the charger do the strafe, not the jockey. It only causes Coach to reset himself. Just a little bit of a delay. Not much damage, though. They got most of it from the first hit, so lowering the average to about, what was that, about 9.25 now, but still, that's very impressive for RG4Life.
We are going into a quad.
We are. Oh, we are.
An indoors quad. They're not quite indoors yet. Look at the spawns. Hunter's going to be blocking it off. Josh's got a long way to go. And they just sent in a raw charge as well. That did not look particularly inspired out of me from RG4Life. Easily shut down from Lobscurite. And you can tell RG4Life is starting to lose a little bit of the steam from that first hit. But we're going to have the tank in the hands of Skyness here at about 25%. And I am excited for this tank. I feel like there's a lot of skill expression involved in this tank. The car is pretty wonky, trying to keep it in play, trying to use on the survivors. There's also so many crevices and just interesting areas that you can be in. I'm really excited for it. But before we get there, a 2-2 Smoker Hunter awaits Lobscurite.
They know where the hunter is, and now they know where the smoker is. I'd love the hunter to go just run back and go up on the roof, fake everything out right here. But he wants to turn. He wants Dustburn. So they get the 1v1. Ellis is sneaking around the corner to pop a shot off. Oh, the hunter misses somehow and eventually gets killed. A boom is successful in the back. That will be it. I don't know if that was another quad sack, though, now. It was close to it. It might be at the top of the hole. So that was 3 hits, 0.2, right? That's all they did. 3 hits got 0.2 damage, I think.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the truth. I mean, these hits are getting absolutely stuffed by Lobscurite. There's not anything getting in. We do have another quad from RG4Life, and they are positioned down below. It looks like the plan is to let 2 players up. They're going to go. Okay, double charge. Hunter does get skeeted once again. Jockey doesn't quite get dropped into the hole. Smoker going to try to pull it down, but he can't pull it down either. Still, it is going to be plenty of damage, but falls short of the quad.
Yeah, that charger was amazing. The smoker had no effect on that hit whatsoever. Now, being down there was a mistake. And now this causes Lobscurite to sit tight for at least 2 hits. I think if they clear 1 and push, they could take the top, but they're going to have a lot of commons climbing up the back. So you might be sitting here for a little while now. The hunter's waiting to go. Yep, he's ready. Charger looks like he's ready too. They're trying to wait for the commons to get there. Oh, I can't believe what they just did there, the survivors. Did you notice that, what they just did?
They shot every alarm. Oh!
Nothing much comes out of there, but they shot each car just within the right amount of time from each other before the new horde would spawn. So it would reset the alarm. So they actually just did that to keep the commons away, but unfortunately it's going to delay them now to try and throw off that hit. I mean, they do get a little bit of damage on it, but they're down to 65.9% already. And no, like, all this damage came from, like, 2 hits. The rest were nothing.
Yeah, right. And that's something that's amazing about Left 4 Dead 2. There's lots of different ways to get damage. You can get your sustained 5%. You can also still swing for the fences and be able to find huge swings, even when you're not doing that well as a whole. Smoker on the side, you're going to try to get a quick smoke on Ellis, not going to work, but that's no problem because the tank is up in 1%. We do still have a hunter, and we do still have a charger here. Dark Maze spawns in the charger, goes for the 1v1 on Coach, trying to bring him into the tank, maybe, but it does get shut down.
2 scratches, though, from that hunter. He does get 2 onto Dustburn. And here is the 3rd tank of the game for RG4Life into the hands of Skyness. And they have 2 survivors slow already, so, and they do have 2 pills, so, I mean, the extra set of pills now, so no one's going to be slow for this. And let's see, Dustburn's HP's at 60. He might pop the pill early just to avoid being 3 punches. I don't know if this tank really calls for it, though, no. You got a long way to walk to get in. Curious to see what he chooses.
Yeah, this total car is an interesting situation as well, because it feels like it's just like really light. It's really easy to hit it out of play at this area specifically. It takes a lot of care as far as positioning goes. Sometimes it can be used better as a zoning tool, preventing survivors from running forwards. You know, if you plop it down right around the ambulance or maybe in between the ambulance and the truck. But if you just send it and it goes out of play, that tool is 100% out forever. So it's a high risk, high reward to do more than just zone with this car. We'll see what Skyness opts for here. Gonna have a charger, hunter, and a smoker as we wait for the eventual engage. 500 health down, not a small amount. Beautiful first hit. Almost takes out Han's head. The smack almost takes him down. Smoker pull will eventually find it as he blocks with the E-Rock. And gonna finish off Han as he stands. One more time. Okay. And then we've got the hunter going in. It gets skeeted like Lobscurite has skeeted every other hunter for this entire round. And Skyness, I hated it. I mean, he got the down on Dahan, but I did not like the rest of that. And I feel like the only reason why I got that was the smoker. So I don't know. Back to the drawing board with that one. Not a huge fan. Hits his car out of bounds, and that was pretty much the highlight of the fight.
Yeah, I agree. I totally side with you. I think Lobscurite dodged a bullet there. Tank got the in cap. There was one survivor in the ambulance the entire time. I don't know if you
Yeah,
noticed that, but he
yeah,
was hiding
yeah,
inside there, and
yeah.
he should have been ignored. But I don't know what the infected were doing. It was only an in cap within 2 survivors, 3 infected, and they couldn't figure it out. Boomer gets popped. Hunter's going over, gets blasted. Jockey is late to the party, and it looks like the SI team is just falling apart here at the end, and it's going to be a 2-2 in the safe room. And I don't think there's going to be any more value. They might even get more points if they find pills.
Yeah, I was worried about this with RG4Life. They can definitely tilt. Individual members of a team can be quite spicy. And yeah, it is what it is. Charger, Smoker, Spitter, and one more. Got the boom here. 2-2 for the final hit. Does land on the coach with the spit. Not getting picked. On the back line. Getting taken by the Smoker a couple times as well. And they do manage to squeeze some more damage out of it.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to get anything. That's pretty darn good. I think I'm happy with that finish. Again, I think there was 3 special infected attacks that took like half the bonus away. The tank took about 20% away. A little less, I think, exactly. And the rest of the hits did almost nothing. So very entertaining chapter, seeing how the hits were distributed. But man, if RG4Life can just constantly put them one after another, the hits together, they'd be doing so much better. But they still give themselves a chance to break into the Delta, only down a couple hundred. It's not over by far yet, but they're going to have to start getting into that Delta here and all. And I think, let's see, the other team walked in with 464. Tie at about 780, I think. I think that's the magic number. 780 bonus, about even. Could be off by maybe 50, but it's about what they need.
I really did not like what RG4Life was doing with the Hunters. The amount of times that Hunters got skeeted was absurd. I know Lobscurite, any team can be on fire sometimes, that happens, but I felt like, a Hunter can be so much more than just a pounce. Like, it can be a distraction, it can be a whole lot of things, but it just felt like they were just getting tossed into the wind over and over and over again. Every hit, the Hunter was immediately gone. But we're going to see how Lobscurite fares on the Survivor side, or on the SS side now. Charger will land into the wall, but that's pretty much going to be it. Maybe a smoke take there as he gets a cheeky one. Smoke, boom, do die last, so this is a great setup here on the next hit for Lobscurite, because they're going to have a Charger, Hunter, Jockey, and a Spitter at this insane drop-down point that you were going crazy about last round.
Yeah, I love it. And right now, if I'm RG4Life, I think you hold W, no shopping. And they shop, so now they're going to get hit. They could have just pushed all the way through it, but they want those hittable, or not hittables, they want those toys. Charger walking in from a while away, but the Hunter lands. Oh, the Charger lands, and he left him. He left him, no.
He sure did.
Oh, they go all the way down to 81.3% with that hit. They have to pop pills down to 79. Such a strong start. And I told you now, they should just held W through that and just grab the melees later in the chapter. Sometimes it's worth just blitzing that choke point.
Oh, absolutely. You were totally right on that point. If they had held W, that hit was not happening. And now they lost a huge chunk of their bonus, about 20% worth. Just gone, just like that. Okay, we'll be able to get the clears pretty quick here, but I think that last hit really highlighted the importance of why you need your battle buddy, why you need to have, position 2 sticking with position 1, and that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, you can clear for position 3 or 4, but if you are, like if you're jumping down in that area, you are leaving your position 1 to rot in that situation.
Now, yeah, there's nothing they're going to be able to do as far as RG4Life on. Oh, they're going to pull early. The Charger misses his spawn, so this is going to be very beneficial for the survivors. Now they can just focus this Charger down and see if they're able to pull. No, they're just going to hold it. So this is smart, but it's only going to be a 2-2. But no, from some of the games that we've casted, if Lobscurite can time it right, they could do boom, spit, and try to bait this out for as long as they can. And they have a bleeder. So I would be down for it.
They're on 2-2. They're going to do it. Serious?
No way, they didn't clear it!
Oh, no. Another 10%. I thought it was going to be even more, to be honest. Of course, it does just go on that one player, I guess. I thought it'd be a slow get up on 2, but regardless, it's still going to be plenty of free damage coming out.
They're up the whole. Well, one survivor's way ahead. This is dangerous. This survivor cannot spawn this tank. No car alarms. No, what is he doing? That was. Oh, they shoot the car. He's so lucky they didn't spawn that tank. They would have just died right here. Now they're going to have to wait this out, or they're just going to go anyways. No, they can't. Okay, I was about to say, no, they were going to go up anyways. Man, such aggressiveness from RG4Life there. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, this is precocious here. RG4Life holding a potential 812 bonus, but you can't help but feel like they are just 1 or 2 hits away, maybe a tank even, from losing it all. Smoker does land, Hunter will get the follow-up spit, not getting picked, and it will be able to land a tick or 2 onto Rochelle. Nothing too crazy, but there they are, lost 40% so far. Cannot afford to lose too much during this tank, because right now they're only 300 points away from losing the chapter.
Yeah. Okay. Tank? Okay, there it goes. I was getting worried for a minute there. Now the tank was not coming up. Dustburn will have the 3rd tank of the game for Lobscurite on Chapter 3. And he has a charger and a jockey and a hunter. He might already be going in here unless they want to exchange that charge, possibly for a smoker. Oh, no. What do you think of this corner here? I think maybe the smoker might be a little bit better for the charger, but sometimes it's situational. Because if you can get that car on one side and the charger's on the other side and pushes them into it and get a multi, then you get some in caps.
Yeah, I feel like smoker is a conservative play. Charger is if you have a lot of confidence, and I think that Lobscurite is feeling pretty confident right here. I would not be too surprised if they didn't. If they wanted to go for this like multi-charge or just a big charge play. The charges definitely have not had a super hard time getting in, and in the chaos, Lobscurite has thrived in the tank chaos on their SI sides. Think about Chapter 2, especially Chapter 1 as well. I mean, there's been so much chaos during these tank fights, and RG4Life has crumbled under it. See if they can keep it together on this one.
Rock. Smart play by Dustburn. They weren't LOSing him, no. They didn't need to hit, but look at all the bleed that has happened. And he popped more pills. They all pop their pills. Okay. RG4Life.
They slowed her down.
Yeah, they do not want to allow this to happen. And Dustburn probably going to just back off, maybe let him bleed. He has? Oh, no. Definitely try to do as much as possible here. He's losing already about 10% of his health. He's going to have to run in soon. 85%. 80. 75. Alright, here's Dustburn's commit. Probably wait to about 30% and start rolling this tank in. Take it away now.
Alright, he's going to start hitting this car forward. Hunter already... Dude, it's on the play. So close to taking out Rochelle. Inside the ambulance, this is kind of a bait spot here. Dustburn missing his smack, 3k HP as he goes for an E-Rock. Not landing that either. Jockey him 2 away. Charge just getting the stumble. This is huge for RG4Life, but Ellis, dude, I think he could have just stayed in the freaking ambulance, but still, they go down. They take him down, and that is going to be 130 bonus in favor of RG4Life. It's not anything crazy, but also they weren't really down by a crazy amount after 2 chapters. So 150 points would be warmly welcome for RG4Life if they can actually get it in, because there's about 2 hits left, maybe 3 in fact, as another one is ready to go, and Skyness looks to be perma-slow, as well as maybe for that much by the end of this hit. Not quite.
This stuff sucks.
Alright, they're just going to back off with that Hunter and Spitter. They want to make sure they get one more good set of spawns. So, it looks like they'll get one more. Not going to get 3. Ellis searching for pills to be fast. Not going to get it. There is no more pills, Ellis. So, the crawl will be to the safe room for you. Jockey, Hunter, Spitter, and the Charger for the last hit. Unless they can get it in cap, maybe they'll be rewarded for one more. But it already looks like... maybe not there. It looks like the infected one hit earlier. And, I don't know, RG4Life has slowed down quite a bit.
They certainly have. But this looks like last chance hit, even with the slow player. Lobscurite gave him a lot of ground. Charger is going to be able to, no, it's going to be a double cap in the spit with the jockey not clear. Rochelle hops in the spit as well as Cowabunga and hops right in there, and they lose so much for that. 160 gone. That was their whole nest egg. They literally lost all of their nest egg right there on that hit, and they tie the round. They do manage to just slightly lose the chapter, but you know, now it's like gotta find another opening. Gotta find some new opening here.
And they'll fall a little bit more now, down to 19 to 25 to 23-64. Put up 1,000 even, but they're running out of chapters. Only got 2 left, and they got to bring it within a lot here because remember, finale's only worth 500. Not a lot to make a comeback.
Skyness with 16 SI kills, 43% of the team's SI kills. Had a pretty rocky tank on his SI side, and then flip side was able to make it happen on the survivors. So well done by Skyness. As we go, chapter 4, the quarter, time is running out, 70% tank. Another interesting tank fight this should be.
And also shout out to Fried Riceman on what, or not Fried, Fried Riceman, and shout out to Toxic Wild Hog, as well as Kinoi. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but. And another thing to note is shout out to the Event Horizon movie. I don't know if you ever watched that one, but I'm a big fan of that movie. I wish they would remake it.
No, Kansa, is there a relation there?
Event Horizon is a space movie about like warp drive, dark matter, and all that stuff, and how it corrupts stuff, and horror movie in the same aspect. Man, I would love it to be redone because you know how those 80, 90 movies where all of a sudden people don't know how to act and it just goes bonkers. But let's back to action. Tri-cap with Boom, Smoker Hunter, and the Charger for the opening hit, and RG4Life need to get a wipe before this tank is not what they want to see, though, in all 70%. This is after the drop. It's really hard not to take damage on that tank.
A lot cooking here for RG4Life. They're being patient. The Hunter creeping around. Charger goes in first. Raw, not able to find it. And Dustburn does manage to win that one. Takes them all out, puts the team on his back.
Rogue, quit shooting me.
No damage either. Really. Only on to one survivor. Everybody else fat, girthy 100s. They are in the streets. And I do believe the stack order that they got, they should have pretty good spawn rotation. Man, I eat my words right away. I thought for sure that Charger died and it's out of order, so it's going to be a 2-200 jockey. And they're a little late. Boomer is spawned early. Hunter and jockey from the rear. Ooh, they land the Hunter. Spinner will follow too. It's not cleared right away. And the commons are going to be on him. Oh, they stumble him. Oh, Learning's going down. And Learning just learned that spit hurts.
I know Learning is not going to be happy about that one. As he, again, you know, within the first 2 hits of the game, dips below half HP. Yeah, it was rough. Like the Spitter and the Boomer both standing there scratching him, Common scratching him, but that Boomer stumble definitely not doing it in any favors from his team. They do dip below 90% of the bonus left, but there is actually a quad waiting for them on the other side.
Right, there is. I tell you what, if there's ever a time that RG4Life wanted a quad to land, this would be it. They can land it now. The distance delta will make almost a push for the finale alone plausible. Actually, it would even the game if they can make this happen here, due to the distance they have right now. Close now, because I just crossed over that threshold, but 89.2% quad imminent. Just a matter of time before they choose to send it. And let's see where they have their shotgun players. 2 shotguns up front, 2 Uzis in the back. Not going to go 3 shotgun, 1 Uzi for this. Going to have 1 in the front, 2 up top, 1 in the back. They're pushing. Hunter coming through the Charger. Oh, they land a rolling tri-cap again, but they're not going to find the quad that they want. The Charger was deleted. No, such a good job.
Yeah.
Saves them. Down to 84% even. I still think they're looking very healthy right now in this chapter. Going up to the tank, coming up at the drop.
Yeah, learning, meat shotting the charge out of the sky and finishing it off with a chip level will basically save the round there for them because that was pretty nasty hit otherwise. 2-2, Charger Hunter. This is not the meatiest hit here for Lobscurite. And actually, I got a little bit too excited. I thought that this would be a tank out here, but it looks like it's going to be a tank inside, which I'm not going to lie. That is a little bit boring, but at the same time, Lobscurite should actually have plenty of health to survive it, which is kind of rare. But they're just not taking that much damage right now.
No, they aren't, and look at how they're positioned with their shotguns. Learning staying up top, one shotgun's down on the bottom. And here they go for the hit. They are forced to it. They kind of bait them to attack the shotguns, and they fall for it. All of the SI is shut down but Jockey. And that's going to be like no damage really going out, just a couple of pennies getting them to 80.3. And they're going to have to wait out another hit or two before they go forward now because they can't go all the way forward. As soon as they hit the alley, that tank's going to be up.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. I'm assuming they don't run it back because we're at 6% away. I don't know. I'm honestly not that familiar with this tank. Can't tell you where it's going to spawn at even. That would be some very important information to have as well.
Hey, we can get across now.
I think they need a spitter.
Event ends.
I think you keep
Yeah.
spitter here, no, on purpose. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do, I think. They have a spit. Right when they go down the bottom, they can block it, forcing them to run back. I think that'd be the right call. It really all depends on what they want to do with the tank.
It really does. Because if they do run it back, then maybe RG4Life, gets some dumpsters in, plays around some hittables, maybe plays a rock game, gets some good rocks in. They have the higher gamble potential to get a white, perhaps, than the tank just like all-inning it here in this closed corridor. But I feel like on average, this indoors tank has a huge potential for getting the damage in compared to this outdoors tank that might not get that much at all. So it's really up to what RG4Life wants to do. Do they want to gamble on potentially getting a wipe? Do they want to cash in the free damage? One thing is for sure, that smoke sack didn't lead to a spitter. It led to, I believe, a jockey.
Yeah, you're right. They won't have that, so now it's... Not sure. It looks like Lobscurite wants to run back. I don't think the call is to go forward. They would have another shotgun out here. Okay, now he's out. Oh, never mind. They are... Yep, they're going to retreat. Jockey, they took the same target. Oh, that Hunter fumbled the ball there big time now. He could have definitely cut them off. This tank could get to the high ground. He's probably going to commit. And he is in. Oh, he gets a corner onto his survivor. Oh, he punches him off the top. He's down. He gets him. One more punch. Dustburn is in cap. The tank is at 3,000 HP. Oh, they're focusing him down so hard. He's already down to 2K. 1,700, 1,600. Commons are everywhere. Rock comes out. He doesn't get it. His support is there. And they go for a pole now. And he goes for a rock. Hunter is now up. This could be disastrous for RG4Life. They need to keep the support and go in together. They can get the wipe still. Tank is repositioning. And he drops down. I think the Hunter lands on Han. Where's the other S special? He misses the cover. He takes Han's corner, though. The Charger does not land. Smoker will get cleared, but he'll be able to in-cap another and get out for another chance. Who's going to go for toys? Interesting. Did he bank that over? He doesn't even try? Oh, he lets the pickup happen? Questionable call here. And it looks like Lobscurite's going to be able to pick everybody up. I don't know about that ending there now. What do you think? Oh!
Heartbreaker.
Oh my god, so close.
Smokers around.
And he's just going to chill out for the time being. He's still first pass. He's still, it's not the end of the world. But it kind of feels that way because he only has 416 HP left. And in fact, as I say that, he gets chipped down another 50 or 70. Look at them. Look at learning, rushing him down, trying to chip him through the floorboards, and almost accomplishing it too. That the bullet holes look like they're getting dangerously close, but they're just not going through. There he is, getting a little bit more. And the hit is called. Hunter, Jockey, Charger. Not going to be able to get that. And surely that is the end of the road here for this Dark Maze tank.
Yeah, they should just ignore this tank even exists now. They should run forward on the map. Even a 300 health tank is no threat from a rooftop if he drops in. Like now, he's just a shotgun blast away, so I'm surprised he doesn't let this die so they get a spitter. I think that's what he's trying to do. And they will get the spit, but with a boom too. And only a smoker. Oh, no, there's no alley hit for them follow-up tank either. They're going to have to just hit on the outside.
Man, I mean, okay, yeah, that gets cleared quick. When the tank, I thought that the tank was dropping in on those two on the stairwell, but he was actually hopping across to the other building. I feel like if he had just dropped in, that could have been insane. That could have even been the end of the round, but as it stands, he hesitated, and that is that. We continue on. Hunter, Spitter, Charger, and one more here for hire. Jockey. They are positioned and ready to send it. Normally, I think that we would see this as an alleyway hit, and they are looking like they're going to reposition. At least one of them is going to reposition down below. Still kind of musical chairs here for the time being, though.
Yeah, I think this is the last hit for value, for sure. I don't know, the last game that I casted on Parish for, they actually managed to get like 8% with that last hit. So who knows? Something could happen, but they're going to play cautiously. Lobscurite knows if they hold on to this bonus, they'll make it very difficult for RG4Life to do anything. There they bait a little bit. The Charger will land. Nice charge spit. Everything else cleaned up. Death spit too. Han's going down. With that death spit securing that. So they will get one more and all, but it's not going to be really easy to get much value from it. 273 left. Maybe they can get lucky and try to kill Han. That would be the right play.
There's the bridge.
He is black and white.
I'm about to die.
With no spit and all, it's not really easy to find. And here they go. They spawn early. Yeah, they're not gonna get anything. They really want to get Han. Charger, 2 damage, and that will be it. 268 points. They're gonna add on to the full distance, and that should give them about 3,400. A little bit less than 34, I think. We'll wait for the add up.
Almost there.
3,332 and all. They needed one more point.
Oh.
For quad 3s.
Oh.
But now RG4Life. Oh man, if they get 700 bonus, 2625. That is 607 points they need to even this up. That's possible. Hard, but it is possible.
Yes, but RG4Life need to make something happen here. It's felt like each chapter they have been close, but have ultimately been trailing Lobscurite. And Lobscurite did not give them a... Well, I mean, 268 bonus, it's not crazy. Like, that's not... They could finally start to make some comeback here. Especially, sending a finale as well. Who knows what can happen on this crazy-ass finale. But we got the Charger, Smoker, Hunter, and the Boomer as they are actually allowed to just walk inside for the time being. Kind of similar to what they did on their SI side, but even more dramatically so. As it looks like Lobscurite is going to hit on the way out.
You hear that, Hunter?
Oh, Hunter gets chipped. Hopping around. Nice Hunter. Smoker, no. Charger.
I think the Charger's gonna hold.
Charger's out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna hold. They didn't get the right sack order they wanted, and if they kill that Charger, I believe it's going to be a really bad 2-2. So instead, they're going to elect to hold this. Make sure they have a tri-cap with the spit. The question is, what is it going to be to assist that spitter? Jockey and a Hunter it should be, yes. Good sack rotation. I think it was the right call to hold that and all. Otherwise, it would have been a Jockey Hunter 2-2.
Great hit. Ready to go.
How cautious that RG4Life is trying to be on this. Very, very carefully methodically moving through this. Here's the split. Charger whiffs. The Hunter is the only thing able to find a target besides the Charger getting a punch before it was killed off. And that'll take the damage up quite a bit more, but still looking good and all. They're staying pretty healthy. I think if I am RG4Life, I want to spawn this tank with about 82.5% of my health left, which means they got to hold on to 11% with the next 4 or 5 hits. Tall glass to fill, but they can do it.
Not the craziest alleyway hit.
No, not at all.
Hunter Smoker 2-2. RG4Life does slow it down just to give the hit respect. I don't know. I guess Smoker, yeah, Smoker from behind. Hunter just going to ricochet through. No, he's just going to go straight down into a Hunt Spit. And they'll get about as much as they could from that one.
Yeah, I think Nick should take. Yeah, Nick's taking off. He should start this event without his. Oh, he's shopping. Okay. I don't agree with that. There's always ammo piled down at the bottom, in my opinion.
Shotgun.
I would have loved to see him already trigger this and be back to the stairs, but they're going to take this drop together clean. Okay, that was a nice drop there. No, they didn't really take anything, but I think now it's just going to be hit on the stairs when they retreat back to regroup, and a smart play would be for that much hitting the button and just staying below the survivors and not going to the stairs at all. Let's see if they're going to do that. I think that's the best call, the safest too.
Ammo here.
Look out!
Big quad.
I'm hitting it. Get ready.
They even know that's a quad now? They don't know. They have no idea.
Oh! Simple enough, but the double cap does still land. Jockey Smoker getting a good amount of damage in, but hey, he did his job. He got the Hunter Skeet and dismantled that quad in tow.
That was a beautiful shutdown. And they're actually in that threshold still now. Look at how well they're doing. 86.8 or that much drops down below to cover the bottom part. He doesn't want any spawns below the survivors, so they're going to stay in kind of the similar situation that Lobscurite stood in. Now it's just a matter of when they're ready to send this 2-2. I don't think there's a reason to hold it now. I think maybe they just go.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Beautiful movement by For That Much, a player that has, in my opinion, been struggling a bit this match, has been putting it together in Chapter 4. Finally, better late than never here for Nick, as actually we got Dark Maze still with 100 HP, Skyness with 96 HP. Plenty of HP to go around, it seems, and this is looking pretty promising for RG4Life. They just need to not get quadded, ideally.
Yeah, and they can't hide underneath anymore because the infected are going to hit it when they're ready. And I think it's going to be the transition over the ferry. I don't know if they're going to wait for the alley. And it looks like it is going to be alley.
Ammo here.
Yeah, we're going alley now, right at the tank spawn. They're going to try it.
Okay.
Or are they just going to send the tank in, the person who's the tank for scratches? I have no idea what they're going to do here. I'm really shocked.
Grabbing a guitar.
Han is going to be the tank, and Han is the charger. You
Well,
can kind
that's
of get an
unfortunate.
idea of what the plan is. Yeah.
If there's anything you didn't want to be the tank, it was probably that SI.
Mm.
1,000-point difference now, right now. Only 300 left to add on. A wipe here would end the game. No finale would be called.
Right.
Making it with bonus would really probably call it. Here it is. Oh, the pull, the
Big
charge.
as
No, the charger.
They saved that hit for a long time. Look at the tank. Oh my god, he's in. He splits him 1-3. And he is inside. Down goes For That Much. They're going for the melees. Now they're going to run away. Rochelle gets hit. Down she goes. Jockey on the head. It's all falling apart for RG4Life. So much work put into all of the chapter leading up to this point, only to have Lobscurite hold and wait, execute, and eviscerate here as RG4Life gets wiped out. They are 900 and what, like 980 points away from Lobscurite. They're not calling GG though. Looks like they already go chapter 5 after losing this chapter by about 550.
Yeah, they're going map 5. They don't want to give it up. They want to give it a shot. They know it's playoffs, so they want it. Even though they won't get kicked out, but they're going for it. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure it's 500 distance. Let's just double check. Yeah. Yep, 500 distance. So, with that being said, no, this tank is static. So it's going to spawn at the same position, which means the survivors are going to get 280 more points on top of their 3,338 or 3,332, which means that'll put them at about what, 3,600. That's 1,300 point difference. Now, if they wipe at the tank, they're going to need about a 1,300 point bonus, and there's only 1,600 points to be had.
All right, sounds pretty convincing to me.
So they need a you know what they really need? They need to wipe him at the first hole. That big hole. They need to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's the whole game. This isn't a tank game. This is just get him in the hole and then try cap him on the next hit. I think is the game plan here for RG4Life. Let's see if we can play it out in their favor. They are going to have a Charger, Jockey, Smoker, Boom for this first hit. And you can send the hit very aggressively, pretty much right away. They are going to drop straight in, drop on the head with a stumble. That's that.
Cheeky spawn right between landing on a survivor's head on the safe room. They get a little value from it, but it wasn't about the value. It was all about the stack order. We may even see one more infected go in, because I'm pretty sure you'd rather have a quad at this hole and all. I don't know if that was the stack, because I don't think they had a spit. No, they got to kill the spit now. Just drop her in the water, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I take it back. I don't know what they're going to do. That means if they're not going to go quad, no, they're not dying at the first hole. At least not all of them.
That's true.
And remember, the jockey insta-kill is patched. It is not there. That is no longer a thing. There is no jockey insta-kills anymore on this chapter. I believe they are all blocked out.
Big moment here. They're going to try to make it work still. I'm assuming they are still going for instant kill with this charge. If they go for spit damage, I will be confused.
Yeah, they need the hero play and all. They need to look at the charger. Has really no idea. They don't even have a smoker to help him. This is going to be really difficult.
Right.
It's going to be like a survivor misplay to make this happen. And the survivors are kind of bunched together. Those two shotguns, huh?
Look at the charger. He's climbing around. Jockey does land, tries to pull him down. Lori's standing up. Oh! Charger fails it, and he also gets vaporized. Oh my god. That was about as close of a shot as they could have got there. I love the attempt, but ultimately not going to work.
A little premature, the charger getting down there. The hunter beautifully set him up. He was just a little ahead of the gun on showing himself, allowing everybody to shoot him. It was a rather good attempt out of desperation, but they are about to pass the 250-point threshold for the chapter, which is half the distance. They get a pull down. Oh, they get an in cap. And look who it is, Learning going for a ride. Maybe they can maybe get some stumbles here and wipe him. They have a 2 cap alive still, and they're waiting for him to come down. Jockey waiting to spring the trap. A couple seconds out from the rest. Oh, they hunt that jockey down. So now it's just going to be a 2-2. Hunter probably delays. Charger. No death charge here, though. Now he bounces Learning. Spitter will probably spit on that if he can get there fast enough. There it is. Delaying the pickup. And, okay. The Charger? No. And that'll be the last infected to delay this. And now the pickup will happen now. Good try to get Learning killed on the bottom there by going one at a time. Not quite able to get it. They get up 72%, 72% bonus. But nah, look at those points adding up.
Exactly. I feel like going one by one, you can't really do it unless the target's already pretty low on the ground, where you have like some kind of major swarm where the enemy team's bad. You usually gotta have a little bit more steam going than that. But regardless, they're gonna do what they can. Higher is going to be the next tank here for RG4Life, and he's got a lot of health to go through. Keep in mind, these are 24 damage cars, so yeah, not gonna have the hittable kills. Just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. I expect this thing to not find a lot of damage. Let's see if Higher can prove me wrong.
I don't think one boom's enough. And this tank usually just gets firing squatted down.
Yeah.
A very, very difficult tank to mount to wipe with. Just like what you said, cars only being 24 damage per hit makes it very advantageous for the survivors to play aggressively without much of a threat. Like, even if you get hit by the car, you just get up and you can walk away that fast. Even the tank can't get to you.
Oh, good attempt.
I missed it. I feel bad. My camera was in the wrong spot. I don't know if you were back there, but I didn't even see how close that was.
Thanks, Ro.
Yeah, I mean, it could have happened, and you know, I think it'd still be fine, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see what Higher can do.
Learning ate quite a few sets of pills now. I think he just ate his third set. If they grabbed one up ahead. So Learning becoming quite the addict from this match.
He has been the punching bag of the team the entire game.
He's got to start going. Oh, he's running out. It's going to go AI soon. I mean, I know what he's doing. He's trying to bleed Learning as much as he can, but... all you know.
All right, Smoker Hunter and a Charger. Learning, struggling to climb up, but he will eventually do so. Playing around this van, as to be expected. Here comes out at the perfect time. And he's down to KHB. Double charge. No, not going to get it. The Rebel is blocking well enough. E-Rock smacks, but that will be that. One more hit onto Han, and down goes the tank. Plenty of bonus left, and they'll be able to get the remaining distance too.
And I think the remaining distance might be almost enough to put it out of reach. I think they only need like 110 bonus to GG and lock RG4Life out for the possibility to make a comeback. And I was talking about a couple weeks ago about Lobscurite, one of the up-and-coming teams over the last couple of years, definitely improving, adding some different players to the roster. Smoker pull in the back. It's going to get cleared up. And like you said, they have Learning now, and they also have a rookie on their roster too. So that is another thing to know. So they're stacking some good players on there. It's just a matter of getting the chemistry together, like you were saying, Nom. You have all those good players, but you got to get it flowing together. See if they can do a little bit more in this tournament. When they go, they're going to win this game. But RG4Life doing a good job as another up-and-coming team, in my opinion. They're just not able to do it against Lobscurite.
Yeah, I actually thought that these teams are on a pretty level playing field, especially like 2024 they were. But I think Lobscurite has done a lot more grinding in 2025. That being said, RG4Life is no stranger to playing in pretty much every tournament. They definitely show up as well. I just feel like Lobscurite has been putting in a little bit more work. The roster shifts, I don't know if they're necessarily a good thing. I feel like Lobscurite has been playing as a group so much over the past years, and to be switching it up with Higher and a rookie, yeah, raw skill for sure, power players, but there is such thing as a delicate balance of chemistry, and I hope that that does not throw them off by adding these power players in, because it certainly can when you add certain personalities into the mix. But regardless, let's go ahead and finish this out here as 572 bonus gets locked in for Lobscurite, as well as the full 500 distance as well. Of course, we are going to see the score rocket on up to 44.04. Nice little final score line there, as Proud manages to get 17 friendly fire, and otherwise everyone else popped off 1,072 for the chapter, and Lobscurite shuts the door in the face of RG4Life.
Yeah, they sure did. That is a big delta to have it between them. They have almost 2,000 more points, just shy. Remember, they're only 1,600 to have, so RG4Life will just try to make it as close as humanly possible here. Don't know what the exact number will fall to, but they have made a pretty good showing so far now. I mean, they're in the playoff bracket. They're not out yet. They're going to have to do a lot of crawling, though, if they want to get up into the final, or just finish in the top 3 to etch themselves in Elfredy history.
Well, let's cross the bridge and finally get out of this hell.
Absolutely. They're gonna okay. Gonna play it out.
Top 3 now. That's what you need to put a mark in your Left 4 Dead career. 1 first, 2nd, or 3rd. That's what matters.
Get him in the hole.
Let's move.
There you go, quad. This is what I thought that RG4Life should have went for now. Having a quad here at this hole, a smoker alley-oop. You can distract with a hunter and the jockey in the back. Try to get a pull charge up in the front. As long as you can get one of the shotguns off of that smoker clear, I believe there should be no problem. And any second now, if they can figure it out, I'd love to see a depth charge now. Finish the game. I'd love to see it.
Watch out for the hole.
Well, let's see if they can make it happen for you. Smoker into the jockey. Charger hopping around the building. Nice try. No. Oh. Okay. Usually you want to take a player with you into the water, not just drop into it. But they got half of the idea right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Learning was seeing there, but he takes a swim all by himself with no survivor. Kills off his charger. 2-2's going to be coming in. Smoker and a jockey. It's a Poo-2. It's a stinker. He wouldn't get value from it.
Reloading.
All right. They're going to immediately send it.
Wow. I thought the jockey had the non-boom survivor, then it was just deleted.
Weapons over here.
Big time separation though. Look at far coach in the back, but not going to come any danger though. Not going to matter.
Yeah.
966 remaining. Tank's about to be back up. It doesn't show us who it's going to be. Dustburn, of course. Final tank of the team for his team. Looking for a wipe. See if he can pull it off.
I'll take the shotgun.
Hunter Boomer and a Charger. Really unlikely to get that boom in on more than 0 to 1 players, but we'll see. Oh! And there goes Dark Maze into the New Orleans River.
And I didn't get the close-up view of it, but I saw it from a distance.
I was in first-person camera of Dark Maze while it happened, so that was brilliant.
So he's going to kill him, and now it looks like it's just a matter of time. One survivor is put the jets on.
For it. Very cool.
But I don't think the specials are going to allow him to do that. No, they're making him go back. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he's a smoker. Oh, he's got to run back now. Jockey Charger. Oh, he misses. Jockey. Oh, he gets him.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's a jockey insta-kill. That's 2 insta-kills. The GGs are coming out. But we still have a couple of survivors to be killed off. Actually, oh, there's another depth charge! And he's going to punch this one off. And all the survivors have been knocked into the water now. And that's going to be Lobscurite getting the victory over RG4Life with a quad insta-kill, one at a time. 4,004
Goodness.
to 2656. What an entertaining finish to the game.